So 9 months ago, I made a video giving the Digimon Frontier Spirit evolution, specifically the champions, rookie forms using existing Digimon from other parts of the franchise. Since then, this year, both Digimon New Century and more recently the revealed Digimon Frontier Dim cards also put forward some contenders for rookies for those spirits. But you know what? Using existing Digimon both on my part and Bandai's just isn't good enough for these rookies. And while Digimon like Kokabuterimon for Beetlemon or Tinkermon for Kazemon are great, I thought it was time that we address something that has been long overlooked by Bandai. And so I commissioned some more wonderful artists to give the rest of the Digimon Frontier Spirits dedicated rookie forms. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video. And yes, we're giving the Digimon Frontier Spirit their own custom rookie forms, to go alongside Flamemon and Strabimon, the existing rookies for Agumon and Loweemon. Something that myself and the artists all agreed was that some traits we wanted to include were very important, stemming specifically from the precedent set by Flamemon and Strabimon. First is that each form should roughly be the size of the human who uses that spirit to digivolve, or in the case of the evil spirits, just roughly kid-sized. So that means generally stood up and more specifically on 2 legs. And second, we also agreed that they should still be somewhat bestial, being half human, half Digimon. Feeling like a rookie but having the potential power of a champion, which fits to Flamemon's reference book listing, where it is stated to be a half beast, half man when Agumon lost its power, and that adult class Digimon aren't a match for it. So without further ado, we're going to be beginning with our evil spirits of Ranamon, Arbormon, Grottemon, and Mercuremon. So Ranamon, the Spirit of Waters rookie, is this adorable little froggy baby, Sapomon, drawn by Dry. According to Dry, its kind of reference book listing would be an aquatic beastman Digimon that is very young and inexperienced, but its metal floaties make for good defense and safety in the water. And Dry took inspiration from Ranamon, Calamarimon, and Ancient Mermimon, but as it is de-digivolved from Ranamon, it needs a little help swimming and fighting. I chose the name Sapomon as it's the Spanish word for toad. Much like its evolution Ranamon's Rana comes from the Spanish for frog. I also like that it being called Toad evokes the Toad of Mario, another cute little creature. Then we have Arbormon's rookie, and this is the Spirit of Wood, Poppetmon, drawn by Alltrade. Alltrade wanted to find a good compromise between Arbormon and Petaldragon for this depowered rookie, and so settled on a tiny little puppet mech made entirely of wood and piloted by a little lizard. The name Poppetmon was also chosen to kind of be like Puppetmon, which unfortunately is already the name of a Digimon, but also the word poppet, meaning little. Alltrade said that in essence Poppetmon is a lizard piloting an overly complicated wooden mech filled with pulleys, wheels, and treadmills. As Arbormon is based off those old wooden puppet-like mechanisms and the wood spirits are derived from ancient Troyamon, it made sense to Alltrade that ostensibly the weakest form of the Spirit of Wood should be a wooden doll piloted by a small natural creature. And then for Grottemon and the Spirit of Earth, I commissioned some guy 944 to create Colwynmon. This little devious guy of course folds in elements of Grottemon and Gigasmon into a delightfully wicked little package. Its skin is as hard as rock, so can be a deadly weapon all on its own, and takes down enemies and mine tunnels alike with its hard knuckle attack. I really think some guy nailed the cheekiness of this little guy. I can just picture him playing pranks and causing trouble. We settled on the name Colwynmon coming from goblin and the word ko, meaning child in Japanese, but I do also like the name Koboldmon for this little guy for similar reasons. Okay, and now let's talk Mercuremon, the Spirit of Steel, and its rookie form, Apothemon. This little guy, once again by some guy 944, took some inspiration from Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, but also of course the mystical nature of Mercuremon, Sephirothmon, and Ancient Wisemon. This little potion maker and wannabe alchemist carries around 2 vials it can throw at enemies, or just people that are annoying it, that causes explosions when they smash and mix together. Its name, Apothemon, comes from the apothecary, a place that sells medicines, or more specifically in fantasy settings, potion ingredients. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan, as the last video will have taught you, so seeing something that manages to fold in the idea of like Vivi and black mages is fantastic here, especially as you can definitely see that same kind of design thought school in Ancient Wisemon, although it's probably not based on Vivi, it's just a general trend or design style. So the Spirit of Steel being this wonderful little potion maker Maker and reminiscent of a black mage from Final Fantasy. Love that. But then to cap off our evil and dark Digimon, we're going over to Koichi and the Spirit of Darkness. And now, of course, unlike the others in this video so far, we actually got two distinct champion equivalents for Koichi, both the Corrupted Spirit of Darkness in Duskmon and the regular Spirit of Darkness in Loweemon. So we, of course, had to give Koichi two rookies drawn again by Old Trade. And first is Loweemon's powered form, Karakalmon, the darkness to Strabimon's light. It having a very similar build and design to Strabimon, but being a Digimon tied to the darkness. All Trade based Karakalmon on the Karakal cat, which lent the design its facial patterns and long fluffy ears. I think All Trade really nailed the brief here, because with all other Digimon in this video, they don't really have like a matching pair they could align with, but I think it's very important that Loweemon's rookie should align with Lobemon's rookie. We really needed a Digimon that could stand side by side with its brother, and All Trade delivered. But then shifting over to the Corrupted Spirit of Darkness, Duskmon, its rookie is Lycoimon. The Lykoi is a type of werewolf cat, which works beautifully as an inverse to the Karakal cat that Karakalmon is based on. All Trade took the design he made for Karakalmon and then broke it down, plunging it into fully corrupted darkness. I love the huge claw here and the fact it hides its face behind its scarf in a very deceptive ninja style way. All Trade described it as a freak edgelord cat, which I think is a brilliant summation. And hey, if you're a big Digimon Frontier fan or a Digimon fan in general, with Digimon's 25th anniversary, Digimon Frontier's 20th anniversary, you're probably going to be looking for some more Digimon merch, and that's why it's wonderful to say that this video is once again sponsored by the wonderful Buyee. Buyee and I actually recently did a giveaway for the complete selection animation Kizuna Digivice, and the winner has been picked, and that is at 60_degree_angle. Thank you all to everyone who entered that competition. And Buyee is of course the proxy service which lets you get access to all the goods you want from Japan. Maybe one of the old model Digimon Frontier detectors, or maybe with that new version coming out you'll be able to find a Buyee listing for it once it gets fully revealed. And of course tons more Digimon goods, but also it really is worth getting the specifically Japanese name of your favorite franchise, going to Buyee and plugging that into one of the sites that Buyee covers, including Yahoo Japan Auctions and Shopping, Mercari, Rakuten, Japanese eBay, Amazon JP, and more, which is especially handy for Amazon JP because Buyee has a browser extension which lets you shop directly on sites like Amazon JP, add to your cart, and then check out with Buyee. And as always, when you click the link in the description down below and sign up for Buyee with my link, they will give you a 2,000 yen coupon off any purchase made through Buyee. And when you use that link, it directly supports me, which is fantastic and enables me to keep supporting wonderful artists and bring you these custom art videos. Sponsors like Buyee really do mean that we get to do so many more of these art videos, so a massive thank you to Buyee for sponsoring this video. And let's get to our next Spirit rookie. So now is Beetlemon's rookie form, Senkomon, drawn by Capney. Capney based Senkomon on the concept of the Firefly, aka the lightning bug, with its vest acting as a nod to Firefly larvae, the still growing larvae and the smaller Spirit Digimon having a lot in common. But also this child Digimon form is supposed to evoke the feeling of a little kid dressing up as a superhero, which would then make Beetlemon the fully realized ideations of that kid, going from little kid in cosplay to a very Kamen Rider-esque looking superhero. I really like the direction Capney went with this one, as we really didn't want the Thunder Spirits rookie to just feel like Kabuterimon 2.0. Senkomon's name comes from Senko meaning flash, and the Ko inside that name also of course references the Ko meaning child in Japanese, like with Coblinmon. And moving over to Tommy's ice spirit Chackmon, we had to have some conversation. Chackmon is already small, to tie into Tommy himself being short, so we knew its rookie had to be even more diminutive, either the exact same height as Tommy or possibly slightly shorter, and so ultimately that rookie is Koremon. Capney also drew this art and based it on the St. Bernard dog, a species that has a strong need to locate and rescue people lost in blizzards. Koremon's hat is a classic winter hat, but also is supposed to be the kind of dog ears that, when it digivolves, would become Chackmon's bear ears. This line then really gets to explore all kinds of animals animals, specifically snow and ice related animals, from dogs to bears to whatever Kakumon is, and even a giant ice cream penguin. And this little guy's name, Koremon, of course references Kakumon, the dub name, but also Kori means ice, and again contains Ko, meaning child. And finally is the Spirit of Wind Kazemon's rookie form, Farfalamon, drawn by Dry. Dry envisioned a fairy Digimon that glides around, inspired by Chinese kites, which are usually shaped like butterflies or birds. And an inspired design choice he made that I really love is he gave this Digimon a pixie cut for its haircut. Dry was also inspired heavily by the discarded concept for Digimon Frontier that I covered in a video a year or so back, which saw a very Flamon looking human Digimon hybrid fighting an eagle Digimon human hybrid. Just a lovely touch that caps off this design. The name Farfalamon comes from Farfalla, which is Italian for butterfly. A great name in itself, but also references Zoe having moved to Italy from Japan when she was very young and become fluent in Italian in the process. And that's it. These are our rookies for the rest of the Spirit Digimon in Digimon Frontier, and alongside Flamon and Strabimon, I really think they all work fantastically. Let me know which is your favourite in the comments below, but of course be nice and courteous to all of our artists who have done absolutely amazing work, and all their links will be in the description down below, so please do go check them out, give them a follow, tell them how much you love the work. Huge thanks to my sovereign ZDK14 as well as everyone else who supports this channel with their hard-earned money. It really does mean the absolute world. Check out the video below me because YouTube knows it is a video you will love, probably Frontier related, and I will see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.